And we are live. Hello and welcome back to another lovely evening of what the fuck are we? No, that's old school. Four dice not found. Jesus, god damn, I'm tired.
Solar Charge, that's like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's Alrighty, cool.
And we weren't even Solar Tards. We were the Exalt Tard.
Yeah, that was your game.
Yeah, Solar Tards was me. Tito. Anyway.
Tito was tarded. Anyway, welcome back to another lovely evening of 404 Dice Not Found, the bi-weekly Pathfinder 1E adjacent live play extravaganza.
Yeah.
Dramatic pauses and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we are starting the session down a player. We may be ending the session down a player. We'll find out. Players. Anyway, anybody want to do a recap?
Unfortunately, I've had to deal with some bullshit. So I honestly don't. Wait, no, hold on. Actually, no, I do remember. That's a lie. Because the only major thing that happened was a catch-up conversation with fucking Thalia and her grandpa figure or father figure. Then an NPC deciding they wanted to be a hero before God said no, you don't get to be. And they were thrown on their ass. Lila's artifact awakened. And she has been given a fucking functional voice again.
You're welcome.
And then, yes, thank you very much. And then tried to use it to get Avred an advantage because she completely forgot these people are used to hearing her fucking talk because of Voice on the Wind. So it did nothing. There was some food, and we eventually ended up talking to the guy either again or before. He doesn't really know much about the prophecy, so we're still up on the air on that one. He did say he might know where to point us, but we'd have to do him a favor, which the favor naturally being going and murdering a goblin king.
Yippee.
And we didn't really start making a plan on how to do that because he's waiting for his scouts to get back. So we're kind of just in a holding pattern right now, waiting for something to happen.
Right. Yes, we left off last session with you guys enjoying some well-deserved downtime. It has been stressful event after negative stressful event for you all, and you needed some rest and relaxation. So the party was allowed some time to do such while they waited for the village elder, the grove elder, to receive his information from his scouts, at which point he will summon you to discuss matters further and begin the planning. Now, unfortunately, we are, like I said, down a player. We may be down a player the whole night. We are not sure if Rock will be joining us. Rock is not sure if Rock will be joining us. Rock is rocking.
With stone.
No, that's me.
Oh.
Anyway, moving right along. All right. So we left off. We left off. Where did we end? Lila, did we end with you getting talked to by your head?
No, that was before. We ended literally in the tavern with what's his face getting thrown down, and literally last thing happening of Talia walking in because they got done fucking with their friend or some shit.
They were not fucking with their friend.
Hold on. I sure
Oh wait,
wasn't.
no, never mind. They didn't show up in the tavern. They were fucking
Yeah,
with
she
her
didn't go to the
friend.
tavern.
That's right. No, she was fucking with her friend, trying to tackle them as a cat, and then I think the last thing that happened was her either revealing herself or telling them who she was, but still in cat form. That I don't remember.
That was after the arm wrestling match.
Yes, I said that was like the last thing of the session.
Yeah, I rewatched the last session and I don't remember what happened. For context as well, I'm running on less than 5 hours of sleep. I'm very tired. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't remember quite where we left off, but yeah, we can just be at the we can kind of kick back off with Talia and friend, was this Finnegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Finnegan, we can pick up at the reveal because I don't remember if there's anything past that for you two.
No, literally, that was like the very last thing. So
Yeah.
Also-
I hadn't revealed
also,
myself yet. He was freaking out.
Quick side note. Oh, that's right, because that's why the title was "Oh my God, you ate her." Because he's high and losing his shit. Do you guys hear the window air conditioning unit in the background when I'm talking?
No.
No.
Perfect. That's all I needed to know. I was worried that it was going to come through. We got a window unit finally for the room in here, but it is kind of noisy, and I wasn't sure if it was going to get picked up, but I think Discord is doing its job properly, so.
For once.
Well, you know, is what it is. So yeah, we'll pick up there. Finnegan staring at Liza in cat form as a human and just said, "Oh my God, you ate her!" And scene.
Face palm as a cat.
Action. He gets up quickly and almost almost like he's getting into a ready stance, but he's not sure what the ready stance is because he doesn't have a weapon. So he's a little confused, and then he just holds his hands at you like he's going to slapbox you, maybe. He could just be also getting ready to cast, but he's also could just be very confused.
I'll put my paws up and start patting his hands with my paws like we're slapping each other.
How do you get up to him?
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, you're right. He is standing.
Yeah, that threw me for a second. I was like, okay, wait.
wait, hold on. Physics. What are they?
Magic cat.
Magnets, how do they work?
I'm a Maine Coon. Is there a rock? Oh, big cat. Is there a rock anywhere?
Build your environment, Liza. You're in the woods.
All right.
That's
hop up on a rock.
so that's something, as a quick aside, not to deviate too far and sidetrack so quickly. But genuinely, when we're in an environment, like, you don't need to necessarily ask me for every little detail. If it's feasible for your area, just say it's there.
Okay.
Then it's there. So that's part of what I say, build your scene. Like, that is okay for you to tell me what's around you as long as it makes sense.
Gotcha.
Don't go like, oh yeah, I'm gonna step up on this catapult and launch myself to the other side of the woods. Like, where the fuck did a catapult come from? But like, if you're in the woods and you say, yeah, I step on this tree root and launch myself onto a tree branch, yeah, that makes perfect fucking sense. Like, you don't need to ask me, is there a tree branch above me? Yeah, probably. Like, you're good. So just as an aside, feel free to set your scene too.
Okay. I'll hop up on a rock and bat his hands with my paws. Excuse me.
He's too high to keep up, and although he is an accomplished caster, as any of you who are, actually druids, part of this grove, it's none of you are skilledless, but he is too damn high, and he can't track the quick movements of a cat very well right now. So you jump, and your quick lithe movements onto the rock, and then swift twist around, and you start batting his hands, and he just falls back over onto his butt, and he just stares at you wide-eyed and terrified.
Oh my gosh. What time of day is it again?
Like late afternoon.
Okay. I'm just gonna blink at
It's
him.
about now, actually.
Okay.
Maybe about 6 p.m. ish, like late afternoon, very very early evening, right around that transition.
Okay. I'm just gonna cat blink at him, give a little cat sigh, turn around, and just walk away. I'll talk to him in the morning when he's recovered. I don't think it's a good time to reveal myself.
Okay. You walk away. He's gonna try to get up, and he's yelling, wait, no, you're not, you can't leave, and stumbles and kind of falls back on his face. By the time he's able to look upwards, and you're gone. What would you like to do? You are far separated from the party, but you are in your home, and feel free to maintain that separation if you'd like.
I am going to, as a cat, walk to my, I guess it would be a little house kind of deal, where I stay when I'm there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
One of the rooms that was grown into the for lack of a better term, the master tree, we'll say.
Ooh, I like that.
The oldest tree in the grove, which is where the heart of the grove is built into, grown into. I dropped a dice. I was trying to find it.
How could you?
Because I have bad fingers. I recovered. Yeah, so grown into one of the roots of the master tree was a fairly small kind of an apartment, think of it like a studio apartment.
Mm-hmm.
That has been your home for your whole life, or at least since you were allowed the independence of your own place. In your youth, your very small youth, you lived amongst the elder and the women of the village, as they cared for and played the mother that you did not get to have. It takes a village, and they embodied that.
Yeah.
But once you were old enough to be given your freedom and the right to be on your own, that has been where you've lived.
A nice little place.
And yours, as long as you live.
Yeah.
Or, are not disgraced.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Think for it to happen. Maybe you don't get drunk on margaritas and burn down a forest.
I am not your wife.
I don't know if we've told you that story, Julian, but Lisa one night playing Pathfinder in the only campaign in her first campaign of 2, she had a couple of those canned margaritas, the Cayman Jack ones.
It was I thought it was the Smirnoff Green Apple.
Well, you know what? Maybe it was. Maybe she had a couple of Smirnoff Green Apple. Either way, she had a couple of drinks, and in her lack of giving a fuck, as a druid, burned down an entire forest.
Resulting in the contributing the death of a party member, I think.
Cough, cough, John, cough, cough.
I see no issues.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, John did try to go and investigate a demon summoning ritual with 1 hit point.
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't know that was behind the door. I just wanted my shit back.
Yeah,
And
with
I
1
knew it
hit
was
point.
in that room.
You
With
probably should've
1 hit
healed
point.
first.
With 1 hit point.
We were in mid combat, so
he literally crawled to the door and opened it from the ground because he had 1 hit point.
Mistakes were made.
Yes, and it cost his life. It
Didn't
was
you
fun.
Burn your character sheet.
Yes, I think we burned that sheet with you. I think you and Colton burned that sheet, right, John?
no, I think Cadrell's character sheet still exists.
Oh, well, fuck you. Anywho,
Ow.
what do you want to do, Liza? You just gonna hang out at your house?
So actually, I kind of had an idea. I'm gonna turn back into my somewhat normal self, and I'm gonna sit on my bed. I'm gonna meditate, and specifically focus on the voice that I've been hearing in my head. It's in hopes that I can have a conversation with it, I guess. Go
Alright.
without questions.
I'll come back to you.
Okay, bet.
All right, to the friends at the tavern.
Yeah.
You all just watched as Averin put this man into the floor. Not down on the floor, not figuratively in the floor. No, he is physically in the floor.
Aaron's going to raise her arms up and cheer, and then take the closest drink that she can and chug it. Before walking back to the table with Rock and the other lady, or whoever it was.
What is your con mod?
1.
I don't think I like these rules, so I'm not gonna do them like that. I'm instead gonna do them different. We're gonna make them up as we go. I go ahead and what is it? It's, Sorry, I have a practice sheet that I pull up for referencing shit that I don't remember off the top of my head. I need you to make a fortitude saving throw, please.
Oh,
Is that
no.
where you just click the fortitude roll button thing?
Yeah, should just have to. If fucking rolls are gonna work this time.
You want it public or whispered?
Always whispered.
Okay. I don't add a modifier to it, right?
Unless you try to stunt it, you can certainly try. But in fact, I'd even say even if you didn't want to do anything additional, the way you did that, I'd give you at least I'd let you have a +1 because of the cheer, turn, chug.
We'll take that.
All right. So yeah, add a +1.
And it's okay.
You feel the warmth hit your stomach, and blossom. It was stronger than you expected, but you are fine for now.
She's gonna set the thing down that she took and kind of like sit down, ready to eat, and just kind of look. Is Lila there?
Julian, I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know in reality, alcohol wise, what you know. Do you what do you know drinks wise? Like what have you drank? If anything.
I've had tequilas and whiskeys and stuff and beers.
Have you had any have you had any really strong beer? Things
Yes.
like 12+%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on par with that. It was very potent, dark stout.
Fair enough.
Somebody just
Just gonna
joined
sit
the Roll20.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Sorry, it has been this last couple of weeks has been a month, if you know what I mean.
I abso-fucking-lutely do, my friend.
Yes.
For real. No, for real.
Welcome to the game. Let's do some fucking gaming, guy.
Yeah. Avron's going to, of course, after she sets down the mug or whatever it was in, sit down at the table with Rock and Lila if Lila's there.
Lila
And-
is currently chilling next to the bartender.
Okay.
Like literally just sitting on her shoulder.
And she's going to. Did the food get brought yet?
We're just on constant order of random food off of the menu.
Yeah, no food has arrived quite yet because y'all have all been mesmerized with the watching this arm wrestling match. She actually paused and watched, so she hasn't even put in the order yet.
Avron's going to, after she sits and stuff, she's going to unintentionally burp and see there's no food and kind of pout for a second. Before crossing her legs in like crisscross and looking at the tavern lady and asking, so is the food ready yet?
I don't remember the voice I had for her.
I don't remember it either. I think it was just generic, like slightly airy elven voice.
I think so.
Yeah, probably slightly Britishy.
Yeah.
I
know,
tend to think of
The voice you pull off once and then wonder how you did it, and then you can never do it again.
Right, yeah. When you happen to get an accent perfect, once.
Well, this character now has to die because I can't do the voice again.
What happened to Bob? Bob got fucking murdered. Fuck you. She watches you sit. I have some things that are already ready. I will go get some to bring out, but let me go place the order with the chef. I'll be right back. And she scurries off to the kitchen. Few moments later, she's bringing out some prepared fruit platters, some prepared vegetables platters, typical, basically crudité. And then a basket of like fresh baked bread and fresh butter. Just status. Actual food will be coming, but this is just a little bit to snack on for now. But shouldn't be too long, and I will have some hot food on its way. And drinks for everybody else.
Rox kind of looks at his.
Because I don't think Avrin's ordered anything yet, because Avrin went immediately to go school a motherfucker, and Lila came and joined late.
Avrin's just going to order she's just gonna order another cup of whatever she just drank, and then take bread and butter and eat it while kind of teetering back and forth.
He looks over at the mug that you drained, looks down at the guy on the ground, looks back at the mug, shrugs, and says, "All right." Infinite refills for the night on the Dwarven Stout. Gods help us all.
Woohoo!
Lila, Medea, what about you?
No, thank you. Just water.
The nods, steps away, comes back within a few moments, just with the drinks, sets down large tankard right in front of you, Avrin, and sets down a almost a thimble-sized cup for you, Lila, and a fairly small, like child's toy size pitcher of water.
All your stuff is provided by Play School.
Fucking
I have an easy bake oven too.
Dude, those things were fucking dangerous.
goddamn Fisher Price over here.
Because we would make it at home with an easy bake oven. Because
Dude,
that was a
you
toy we had.
had no fucking idea how desperately I wanted an easy bake oven as a child.
I had one. You could use mine.
Yeah, by the time you came around, it was too late.
It was.
I was
still
dealing with
fun.
depression.
Oh.
What if
took
someone
you so
played
long to
it
get
on
old?
one?
What took you to get to that step?
You did not have one at birth, Eliza.
You don't know that.
I do, actually.
I came out of the womb with a little apron on
Yep, she came out spatula and apron.
and a little toque.
That's why she got stuck.
My apron
Anyways.
strings.
Avrin's just enjoying the roll with butter, and her pointed ears kind of wiggle a little bit.
This very,
Ooh.
very good bread. This very fresh, hot, fluffy. perfectly made. It's absolutely delicious. And I mean, as I already said before, everything that they cook is what they have grown. So, you know, meat, produce, everything they have produced. So this is, you know, grain that they have grown. So this is really fresh, really local bread. This is a quality that you're not used to experiencing. Life in the monasteries is not ever this nice. But another, you know, couple of moments later, and platters of prepared meats, sausages, links, and you know, a spiral ham, and just a constant stream as you guys enjoy your night and you eat and you drink. Your glasses are never empty. Your plates are never clear, or never, you know, empty. They're always prepared for you. Is there anything you guys want to do while you guys are enjoying your night, or do you guys just want to enjoy your night until you're summoned?
I think just enjoy the game.
Ooh, you are really quiet.
Sorry, I had to deal with something.
Oh, you're good, man.
I said, I think just enjoying the night for me because I'm not used to having this level of hospitality.
Yeah.
Right? I can almost be myself.
Yeah, I think Avern, I think she's just going to enjoy the night as well, because she's definitely not used to the less rules and things around her at the moment.
Fair enough. All right. You guys tuck into your food, your drinks, and for the next couple of hours, it's not a worry in the world. Talia, you sit down on your bed. You feel the weight of the silence, the isolation, privacy, and the serenity that your space has. You sit down on that bed and you cross your legs. And you close your eyes. And you think about that voice. You remember his words echoing. You hear his voice. And you focus in on the way it sounds and you hunt. It's going to be an interesting thing to consider, but I'm going to have you roll. As you traverse the landscape of your mind, hunting through the crevices for this voice, I need you to roll a survival check.
Okay.
Feel free to stunt.
Oh dear.
You're not necessarily physically traveling through anything. But don't be afraid to consider that in part of your description either.
Okay.
Because you're trying to find this thing, and you're doing it in a way that is very mental and very disconnected from the rest of the real physical world. So feel free to get a little creative if you want.
Okay, let me think while I reload Roll20 because it was.
Dude, I'm gonna take a bite of my wrap.
I don't know how to start for this. I guess I'll focus on anything. Anything familiar, but also anything that really stands out in my mind, you know?
+1.
Okay. This is survival, you said? Alright. Not bad.
You shuffle through memory. You dig through and sift through, looking for anything that feels just a little out of place. Like it belongs, but it doesn't.
Be right back.
You brush by a memory. You feel an electric sensation course through your skin. And you kind of turn your attention to that memory, and it's one you don't remember having. It doesn't feel out of place, but you don't know this memory. Do you pursue this memory?
Yes. Dig a little deeper.
You let yourself experience this memory. And it's from your eyes, it seems to be you walking through a desert alone and singular of purpose. You're walking and you're walking and you look down and you see sand and your feet. Look back up and flash. And in the back of your mind, at the same time, echoing, shrieking screams as a hellscape flashes in front of your eyes, replacing the desert with burning destruction before it's flashed immediately away and the screams are gone.
Did you keep both of your drinks back here last night?
And you look down and your feet are cloven hooves and you look back up and you're normal. And then on the edges of your vision you see this hand seem to just come just on the edges of your vision, guiding your way, pointing the direction that you need to keep going in. always just on the edge of your vision. Anytime you try to go look at it, it's gone.
Spooky.
Make a perception check.
Oh. Perception. There it is. Can I stunt for this? Or is it kind of like a
I
reflexive
will
kind of
tell
thing?
you if you can't.
Okay. I'll just kind of like, I don't know. I'll try to like focus more, like squint my eyes a little. Be like, squint. It's not much, but it's a little something, you know.
Pick a +1.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Off in the distance, as you stare into the sun-soaked desert, you've grown accustomed to seeing the shimmering on the far distant sand dunes of the mirage of heat and ever-present slight dehydration, no matter how much water you drink. But inside that shimmer, you see what seems to almost darken as a figure steps forward out of the shimmering mirage. Undiscernible detail at this distance, and though you keep walking, does not seem to get any closer. But what was once a burning desert is an icy chill down your spine. You know it's here. But he is not engaged you yet. What do you want to do? Do you try to talk? Or do you continue to try to pursue him?
I will continue to try to pursue.
You walk on, eyes locked on the figure. But he never gets closer. And with each step, you feel heavier and heavier. You stumble. You catch yourself. And you stumble again. This time you're down on your knees. You get back up and you keep walking, but then you stumble again and you fall. You try to lift yourself up, but it's like there's a weight laying on your back, holding you down. And in your mind, you hear, barely above a whisper, "Why have you come?"
I just want to have a conversation with the voice that's been living in my head. Is that the voice that's in my head?
Man, if this
Yeah,
will
it's
sound
just
really
Nathaniel.
weird.
I like this one. Hi!
You hear a chuckle.
Yeah, I did. Oh.
And he says, "Oh, you want to talk? Fine. Let's talk."
Ugh.
And we're gonna pause because I need to put my son to
Dun,
bed.
dun, dun.
He
My
skipped his
baby.
nap today and he is tired.
My baby.
Okay.
Tell him his
No,
TT
he's
loves him.
mine. Anywho, be back in 10.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okie dokie.
Tell him his TT loves
Okay.
him.
I will. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Be
Bye.
back in 10.
Okay.
And we are back. Now, before we get back to Crazy and her in head conversations, I would like to draw attention to the stream chat.
Uh-oh.
We have a bot in the chat. What do we do when we have a bot in the chat, gang?
Get him out of here.
The heretic.
Being the hoe. Get out of here.
Humanity first, motherfucker.
Get out of here, Clanker.
You clanker ass bitch.
See, the fun part
Anyway.
is I don't even play Helldivers, and I can still make the joke.
Yeah, because you also you like 40K and still works there.
Yep.
And really, like any sci-fi media at some point has like robos go bad. So
Yeah.
Really?
That's a general trope of things.
yeah.
I'm just reminded of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Pretty sure a droid called another droid that.
Oh, you're talking
I
about the
don't remember
animated
this.
series?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw a compilation once of crazy shit droids said in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I'm like, you know what?
They're-
I think I might actually need to watch this series, but
The droids in that show are unhinged, and it's amazing.
all right. Well, let's get back to
Anyway,
it.
Back to possession.
We'll spend a couple minutes more with Talia, and we will go back to. Well, we'll wrap up with Talia, and then we will get everybody together for time skip. Talia, I need you to roll a will save for me.
Great.
Ruh-roh.
Oh,
You're a
great.
druid. That should be fine.
Oh, dang. I don't know how to stunt. I don't know what I'm resisting. Am I resisting something? I'll just resist whatever I'm resisting.
You, as he, that's fair point. Apologies. Let me backtrack a little bit. Let me set a better scene. So we left off, and that oppressive force was kind of just on your back this entire time, and he's like, why are you here? Like, this is not a memory that you should be in. You found him. Why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
And you told him why. And you said, I want to at least talk with the damn thing that's in my head. And he goes, oh, really? You want to talk? Fine. Let's talk. And you feel in your mind this overwhelmingly dominating presence wash over your consciousness. And all of a sudden, in a moment of blinding agony, what feels like claws sink into your brain matter. You are resisting him. Do what you can.
Okay. With all of my anger of this entire situation that I have found myself in, I'm going to at least close my mind off a little bit so he can't, like, I don't know if he's trying to control me or something, but I'm going to try to close my mind off so he can't do that. I'm just going to be like, you will not control me. And scene.
Take a +3. Roll your will
Sick.
save. You feel the claws release, but also, strangely, this sense of satisfaction wash over your consciousness. That presence still there, but now just watching you. There in your mind, with you, watching. And it seems satisfied. So you have fight in you. Good. Your mother lacked all of it. She was thoroughly mine.
Don't talk about my mother.
I will do as I wish, child. You can do nothing to stop it. I will talk about that harlot, charlatan, liar, cheat, murderer, all I wish, because she's mine. As are you. And you hear a snap. Don't see anything snapping, but you hear a snap. And in your mind, in a flash of flame, your mother standing before you. Skin charred and scarred and obvious signs of torture. Half healed and yet still breaking. Take your righteous indignation, child, and swallow it. I have no time for it. She is what she is, and I own her. You wish to speak, child, speak. Don't just lay there cowering like a whimpering bitch. I have no time for weakness.
Don't remember cowering. First of all,
Well, you are lying face down in the sand.
That's fair. Can I, like, move my body around and just, like, draw me like one of your French girls position to get a little more comfortable? Figure I'm gonna be here a while.
You go to stand, and you do. Except nothing's changed with your scenery. You felt yourself open your eyes, but you don't see sand. You're somehow still in your mind.
Well.
But you can look down, you see feet legs, you see your body. And it's, tiefling you, but it's you.
Well, I guess first and foremost is who the frick are you and why are you in my head?
Child, telling you that would ruin all of the fun. That is yours to discover. I'm not going to just tell you who I am. Find the answers. Maybe I'll let you in on a few secrets.
Hmm.
Maybe I can get you some more power.
Oh.
Or maybe
like I
not.
trust you.
You shouldn't.
Then I don't.
But you don't have a choice. Because here I am. And you are mine. You have one
Demon
more
harem.
question, child, before I'm done talking with you. Make it quick.
Oh, I didn't think this far ahead.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Does your character? Yeah. Then he
Yeah.
says, "Then I'm done with you now," and he
Oh.
gestures towards you, and he launches you out of the memory, and
Ow.
you come back to sitting on your bed, drenched in sweat.
Do I never saw him, right?
No,
Dang it.
no, he is absolutely fucking with you.
I just say, in my head, when I find you, I'm gonna cut all your fingers off and feed them to you.
You just hear a soft response in the back of your head. Child, if you thought I haven't already eaten my fingers at least once.
Ew.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Keep your kinks to yourself, my guy.
He just chuckles and settles back into the recesses of your mind. You take the time to rest. After that, you are quite drained. You wash yourself of the sweat, change into some fresh clothes, lay down on your bed, and just rest for a while. A couple hours later, actually, maybe more like an hour later at this point, there's a knock at your door. The elder is sending for you. His scouts have returned with information. You all at the tavern. You all have been eating and drinking all night. Lila, have you had any alcohol?
Cool.
She drowned in the cup of alcohol.
Nah, she drowned in the thimble of water.
She drowned in the thimble of water.
Avern finally ate her.
Avern decided to try a
seafood.
new thing.
Me next, me next.
Lila.
I'm here.
Are you?
Well,
Yeah.
we asked you questions.
Sorry. I must have autistic them out. What's up?
You called
I switched. I went back to everybody at the tavern. I asked if you had any alcohol in the 2 hours that you all spent reveling and making merry.
No, she would have stuck to water.
Fucking loser. Rock, Avern, I need you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
That's not a thing.
Huh? Fortitude saving throws.
That we can do.
Same difference.
It's the same damn thing, but yeah, no, you're
No,
right. My bad.
it's not.
It kind of is because Fortitude is your Constitution.
As well as something else.
No, it's
I
just
think it's just points.
No, it's your it's based on your class and then your con mod, and that's it.
Let's
Fair.
see. I make sure
Plus
I don't have
any-
anything against poison.
I think you do.
Nope.
Just say I thought elves did.
Nope, we just have immunity to sleep. So
Oh,
Do
does
you
that mean I
have
can
resistance to poisons when you're raging or something like that, maybe?
Nope.
Oh, no.
At least not yet, and I don't know if it shows up later.
But it might be an archetype thing that I'm thinking of too.
Rock finishes the glass that he's on, takes the glass, sets it upside down on the table as he gets up to the go because we were called to go somewhere.
How many drinks did you have?
I would say it was at least 3.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 3 plus 1d6. That is how many drinks you have had.
Fair.
You have had 8 drinks.
Okay.
Please take a +3 to your stunt for your fortitude save.
Not the worst.
No, but you are drunk. You're not heinously so,
Okay. I was gonna say,
but you are
drunk,
beyond.
resistance, or blackout. Like, where are we at?
You are starting to struggle to walk straight.
Yeah. All right.
It's not impossible,
Oh,
but it's
God.
getting there. Averin, please also stunt and or roll your fortitude save. And
Averin,
also, how many do you think you had at a minimum?
well, if he said 3, Averin had that extra 1 before started eating, so probably like 4. And while
So
she's
you've
been
had
drinking,
10.
oh shit,
Oh my gosh.
she's while she's been drinking, she's been eating as much food as they've been putting out and trying to just eat until she was full because she's not usually allowed to eat as much as she really wants to. So she's sitting there trying to eat, and the whole time was hoping that somebody would challenge her to an arm wrestling match, even though after everybody just saw her literally
Nobody's
murder a
going
guy.
to.
She's just sitting there antsy while
Oh, you
eating
didn't
and
kill
drinking.
him. To clarify, if you, I meant to make sure you were just saying that jokingly. He's not dead.
That's true.
He's not even really
Yeah, that's
harmed. He's
She
sore.
has -1 to intelligence, so she basically thinks that he's not getting back up.
Cool. I wanted to just make sure it was clear for player's sake. No, you did not just murder
Yes.
a guy.
No, I know he's not dead.
You are not now going to be fucking wanted by the Druid Grove and the goblins. Like,
At that
so
point, we
she's
just stick
been-
you out. And then we just stick you outside and go. We don't know him anymore.
I will murder you in your sleep.
You already did.
Huh?
Don't ask questions.
Okay.
You tried to. My head hurts still.
Okay. Quick side note, Avern, I don't know if you noticed. I did some fiddling on your character sheet because I noticed a setting that we could have turned on to make your AC a lot more sensical.
Okay.
So there was in the configurations a setting for secondary ability mod apply monk's AC bonus rules. Because you get your
Okay.
wisdom mod to your AC.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of having that be a random additional bonus, it just, I checked the box and select wisdom as your secondary ability modifier. So now it's just auto calcing your wisdom into your AC, just so you know.
Oh, yay.
Still can't figure out a good place to put your key though. Still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, as of right now, I will say at the very least this. Also, I had to make some slight adjustments to some things we can talk about afterwards. But in your additional, underneath your features and traits, underneath your key pool, you now have 7 out of 7 per day.
Okay.
Because if you actually do the little setting drop down, you can put in like the description of things, but it also like per day 3+, and then wisdom mod plus your +2 from your feet, I think it is.
Okay.
But I found a few of those fun little things and I was like, that might actually help organize things a little bit better, make things easier to find information. So at least there's that little section to track at least something. But.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and take a +3 to your roll and pray.
Okie dokie. Yep.
Right.
And it's going to be a lot of praying.
I want you to know you were 2 off.
How close was I? Nowhere near.
You were barely over.
Okay. I was over and I still ended up drunk.
Yeah, you were like 1 over. You were like 1 over. You got the drunkenness because there, with that many, like, you're gonna still feel something, but you're not in any sort of truly dangerous place. If you get into a real fight, I mean, genuinely, honestly, your rage would probably fucking kill anything that's going on inside of you, alcohol wise. Like, you're fine.
Honestly, I'd rather be more scary drunk because I'd have less control.
Yeah, I mean, how funny would that be? You, instead of a drunken rager, when you get drunk, you become a normal barbarian.
Be afraid.
Yeah, fucking, you as a normal barbarian would be terrifying. You're already pretty fucking scary. Just because I'm biased towards the Dreadnought archetype to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. Avern, you are struggling to keep your head up. Everything is swimming. The room has turned into a Jackson Pollock painting. I mean, it's bad, man. You didn't think this through when you said you wanted Dwarven Stout on autofill all night.
Yeah, she's she's just kind of like, she's still on the bench where they were at, and she's kind of like
Weighing?
would she be swaying, or would she be like a weeble wobble about to fall over? Like,
do you stand up? Or are you asking how wiggly wobbly are you sitting?
She's like sitting like a weeble wobble is like on the, they don't fall, but she is like about to fall over.
Yeah.
And she does attempt to get up, to which she just ends up on her ass behind her and starts laughing.
I just walk over, point, bend down, and I just fireman carry her out. Still like bouncing off the door frame as I head out the door.
Yeah, as he's carrying you out, do you want to try to fight it? He goes to grab you. Do you want to resist? Do you want to fight back, or are you gonna let him grab you and carry you away?
I think she's too distracted with laughing of how she literally just fell over.
Is drunkenness a new thing for her?
Yes. She has not been allowed to drink this much or barely anything, and she has absolutely no idea. She feels great. She feels
Yep.
real great.
Nope. Go grab her, fireman, carry her out. Like I said, just kind of bounce off the door for him as I go out because I'm a little wobbly, but no one else is carrying her. Let's be real.
As you guys head out the door of the tavern, Avrin, you kind of just sit up and you start flexing at all the dudes there as you're leaving, like threateningly, like I can, and then you just like mimic the arm wrestling, or at least you think you do. Really, what it just looks like is you just wiggling your arms weirdly at everybody as you go out the door. But what you think you're doing is telling everybody here who would really win in an arm wrestling match, and you've really just shown everybody right now that you are just terrifying at arm wrestling.
Terrifyingly drunk.
And what everybody else saw is wiggle as you leave the room. So.
As Rock is carrying her, she's just gonna start hiccuping.
Please puke down his back.
Someone needs to learn their limits. And once we get outside, rather than fireman carrier, I'm just gonna shift into direwolf and walk because we're amongst druids. I'm sure animals run around all the time.
Yeah,
I'm also
you're
drunk
not
and only
wrong.
half thinking. So
Yeah.
He's going to pet the new wolf that is now carrying her.
B.
Yeah, basically for the this throw, you guys were both rolling to see if you were blackout or if you were basic drunk. Rock, you're basic drunk. Avern, you're not full blackout because you didn't fail by an epic margin. But you're on the cusp, my guy. That's kind of where we're sitting.
you're half a step past nuisance.
Yeah,
Just a bit.
in the real world, you'd be getting arrested if you were in public right now. You are way too drunk to be in public. Excuse me, God, I'm sorry.
We were so
Okay.
close to not having to be this drunk.
No, we weren't. He rolled extra for us, and we both got like, I think I got a 5 and you got a 6.
Correct, actually.
Yeah. I'm just talking about my roll.
Yeah, you rolled really well, but your extra bump of drinks and what you specifically went for,
Yep.
and you're already
Avern-
baseline lower constitution.
Avern has made a mistake that she hasn't realized yet.
Yeah, it's
She'll
alright.
find out in the morning.
Every frat boy learns eventually.
And this is why Lila always stuck with the water.
It's because she's
We're
a
gonna dump-
loser.
We're gonna dunk you in a bottle of vodka at some point.
No, because
Immediately just fucking lethally poisons one of the party members in like
No.
a half a second flat.
no, she's gotten drunk more times than these people have years being alive.
Yeah.
Why did you like take a little sip of some kind of wine?
She passed by somebody opening a wine cask.
A little drop got on her.
Got eye
It was like-
contact.
She's like 1,500 years old and was young once. She's still
No,
young.
she's 3,000 years old. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
whatever.
still young.
You're still young.
For her race, yes, actually.
She's just a baby.
When yeah. We
And
can
so-
get to that later.
We're heading to listen to the
Yeah.
reports, I guess. since we all got
As you go and walk out the door, and the door kind of swings shut behind you guys, and weren't leaving at like boos and hisses. Although she's wiggling and thinking she's threatening them all with a hell of an arm wrestling match, she's really just been an entertainment for the entire everybody all night. So as you all are leaving, like, you're getting like cheers and goodbyes, like your abs, as you guys are leaving. But as you guys walk out the door and the door shuts, an elven man is standing there, and he looks up at both of you, and then looks back kind of down, realizing he's eye level with one of you who's not vertical, and looks back down at Rock.
I take that opportunity to change into the wolf.
Looking back up ish.
Yep. Direwolf is like 8 feet tall, so yeah.
I was gonna say, are they what, 6 or 8 feet at the shoulder? I think 6.
They're
I think
like-
they're 6 feet at the shoulder.
So like 8 feet at the head, and they're like 10
Yeah,
or 12 feet long.
yeah, they're fucking massive. Then looks right back up at you, and he goes, Master Rock, I'm assuming.
The wolf just goes, yes.
And looking at the barely conscious Averin just draped across your back right now.
Avern just goes.
Averin, you are burying yourself in this fur.
This doesn't say I lose my ability to speak in my animal form, so.
Correct. I'm not gonna say you do. You're not a druid. You're not using animal form, animal shape.
Well,
Just-
And I think I even homebrewed that you can talk anyway, so fuck it.
oh, you can't. I could have talked to my cat.
I don't remember. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I thought it was funnier to not. I don't remember.
No, you didn't
not
do
gonna
it.
get
For
into
Drew my
anyway.
name in the
No,
sand.
hold on. You didn't do it for druids because
Yeah.
why would they have the ability to speak with the animal? They're literally becoming the animal.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a mystical
Yeah.
curse blessing thing.
Yeah. He's got a
I got my
he's
own
got a
problems.
question. He's got a questionable. He's got a gift of questionable quality from the gods.
You
Working
are
out for me so far.
listen. The Farah are a race. The Farah can speak. That's as simple as it is.
If they can speak,
Anyways.
they can consent. If they can consent, I can fuck it.
Whoa!
That's not necessarily.
I was
You stay way the fuck over there on your side of the DM screen, sir.
I was paraphrasing a character from Futurama.
Which one? 'Cause I don't remember that one.
The one who's like, it's either, I think Futurama riffs on Doctor Who's character, who's basically like, hey, I don't care alien wise what you are. If you can consent and you're of age for your species, I'm down to fuck. And I think Futurama made fun of that with Zach Brannigan, who, although he's a shitty person, also just kind of goes by the rule of like, if you can consent, I want to fuck it.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway. How about them crazy
Yes.
talking brains then? No,
Yep.
anyway. He looks at Averin. Is that
Someone needs to learn her limits.
He just
is that
burped.
is that is that Averin? Is that the is that the Ifrit? Okay. Too much alcohol.
Depending on who you ask, probably just enough alcohol.
Yummy.
Maybe
Would you-
one too many.
Would you
Or
like me to fix that real quick? You're being
Oh, no,
summoned
no.
by the elder.
Oh, no. She needs to learn the hard way. I don't think she's done this before.
He smiles at you, a grin that is by no means polite. It is one of genuine enjoyment at the prospect of somebody being forced to suffer through what will certainly be vomit-inducing drunkenness.
You do realize we're gonna need her
Very good,
sober if we
Master
make a
Rock.
plan.
Oh, no, I'm sure she will be plenty agreeable to any plans that you have to make.
I'm going to be honest. Any plan we make is probably going to happen in the morning, unless it's the scouts say that the goblins are attacking tonight. And if that's the case, then we'll sober her up.
Which means they're probably attacking tonight now because you put that out there.
Look, if that's the case, good. We can move this along. I had no desire to squeeze into a tiny goblin den if I could help it.
Damn it, I wasn't planning on building Minas Tirith. Fuck.
Of Minas Tirith!
I didn't want to have Helm's Deep in this game. God damn it. No.
No, you should always
That happens in
want,
Act 3, we know.
you should always want Helm's Deep.
Anyways,
I'll go Helm's Deep.
I hate it here.
start heading towards the where the leaders where the elders' house was, swaying a little bit in the street because I'm still a little buzzed.
You guys walk for 10 or so minutes, not terribly far. Both of you go ahead and make fortitude saves for me real quick.
Okay.
This one's just going to be reflexive.
All right.
Oh no.
Ouch. That's very ouchful.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's fine. It was to see what your state is by after some exercise and stuff. So you're walking into the elder's hut, a slight sway. You're just past
Unimproved.
buzzed.
Unimproved.
Yeah, unimproved, not worsened by any means. Averin, you have improved. You are okay. You are more sober. You are nauseous.
Okay.
And your head is starting to hurt.
Yeah, she's like rubbing the bridge of her nose now, and she is instantly regretting the decision that she made about an hour plus ago. Well, now not on. Is she walking now, or is she still being carried?
That's up to you.
You-
I didn't put you down, but you haven't decided to get off yet.
She is going to attempt to walk while trying not to throw up the obnoxious amount of food and alcohol that she just consumed.
Okay. I've added a couple of conditions to your sheet.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Condition
You
D's
are
notes.
confused and sickened.
Ew.
Oh no.
Bleh.
And somehow my joke worked even better.
What is this?
Also, Trevor, are we going to 9:30? Because I remember we talked about that last time. Of going from 6:30 to 9:30 due to your work.
I did forget that we had actually talked about that. If we have all agreed to that, and I just don't remember if we did all agree to that. If everyone was okay with that, then yes, I'm fine going to 9:30.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
We are going to 9:30. So
Yeah, no, I didn't remember that either until
yeah.
in
It's
the
been a-
chat, I
it's
thought
been-
6:30 was our
yeah.
start date. I was like,
It's
oh
been like
wait.
a month since we played.
I was like, oh wait, no, he's right.
So
I was seeing if there was a condition that would make sense for your state, but There's not one really, Carl. So we'll just
I mean,
kind of.
I can roleplay being drunk.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. You're not going to be drunk long enough for it to matter. Avern will.
As she takes
Probably.
a few steps, as she takes a few steps getting off a rock, she already goes, but doesn't puke yet.
Yeah. Make a will is wisdom, not will. Go ahead and make a fort save since you got off of him and you're moving. I need you to make another fort save.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Rock points
What else
over
is
at some
coming?
nearby. Rock points over by some
Your
nearby
dinner.
bushes with his nose. Go puke over there, not on me.
Eh.
You swallow the bile as it rises in your throat. You feel the burn of the alcohol that you haven't quite digested yet as it's coming back up your throat, but you steel yourself, you swallow it back down for now. But you are dizzy. You are sick to your stomach. Your head is pounding.
She's gonna put her hand where are they at exactly right now?
Her hands?
No, like where are we? She's gonna put her hand on like the wall of whatever we're standing next to and like rub the bridge of her nose and just literally just fuck. She just says fuck, and that's all she says.
If you're going to puke, do it out here. I do not want you puking on the elder's desk. I don't want to have to explain it. I will laugh at it, but I will not want to explain it.
And they're done that. It'll get clean. I'm not there yet, but
She just groans.
Come on, you've got this.
Oh, sorry, burping.
I heard
I
it.
thought,
sounded like
you were
trying
making
to
sound
puke.
effects for her.
Yeah, me too.
No, one of the unfortunate side effects of bariatric surgery is the increase in burping. For me, at least, has been an increase, which was
Which was
shitty
already
because it was
insane.
already bad. But yeah, you can kind of walk. You can make your way inside, Avrin. You are
Avrin's
outside
going
of the
to-
elder's hut.
She's gonna kind of look at Rock for a second and be like, I'm just gonna stay here for a minute.
No, just look
'Cause-
forward with,
yeah,
with his big head. Just kind of pushes her forward. Come on, you put yourself in this mess. You had to show off and drink more. Oh.
She goes in.
Please puke on his desk.
I thought that was the sound of her hitting the floor. She goes in. Bonk.
She goes in. Bonk. She is holding on to like the wall and the door as she's walking.
If I have to shift back to get it to adequately fit inside, I do so.
That's what she said.
No, you actually you fit through the door just fine as a direwolf. You're big, but I mean, not that heinously large that you would block a doorway to a, the main town hall essentially. Yeah, you all make your way inside, Avrin, slowly. And kind of towards the back of the town hall, you see candlelight glowing from one of the back rooms, and the elf that guided you all here gestures towards the back and says, they're all meeting back in one of the war rooms, so they are waiting for you there. And at this point is when Talia, you walk in.
I'll just look around.
You see Averin
God.
is swaying in place.
And I'm a giant dog.
And there is a giant direwolf.
Yeah, I tried to see the exact
Lila.
size. It just says as large as a horse,
Yeah.
which varies depending on the breed of horse. So we're just going to assume large.
So mini pony.
Fuck you. I lost a level for this, damn it. I'm going to be the biggest I can be.
I just sigh.
Average horse height is
Yeah.
around 60 to 64 inches, so about 5 feet tall. With enough horses in existence that are 6 feet tall at the back, if you wanted to be 6 foot at the shoulder, I'm fine with that.
That sounds good to me.
But
Because in my head, when I hear horse, I immediately go to Clydesdale. So, that.
yeah, and
Horse.
and I don't immediately go to Clydesdale, but I do go immediately to horses that are my size roughly, which is tall. So
Well, the problem is that at the average horse height, it also includes all the miniature fucking breeds. So
right, exactly.
There's some wiggle room there.
For draft horses, on average, we're looking at 64 to 76 inches, and the average riding horse is 59 to 68 inches. So they do break it down a little bit, which is helpful. But so yeah, if you wanted to be roughly 6 foot,
6
Yeah.
foot at the shoulders, great.
yeah, that's
Perfect.
fine. Sick. So yeah, but you all walk in. I mean, you do have to duck your head down a little bit because otherwise you'll scrape the top of the door. But
yeah,
not otherwise. You fit through the door just fine. But then Talia, you get there and everyone's there, so you see Rock and giant wolf. Or you see a giant wolf. I don't think you've seen him as a wolf yet, have you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I remember I
recall.
did it because I had to
wait.
carry someone on my back because all the other horses were taken and the cart wouldn't move or something like that.
Yeah, and wasn't I like, oh, puppy or something like that?
Something. I remember I've
What
done
was-
it before.
Okay. But was that when she was Cassidra or when she was Talia?
It's a great question.
That was like 2 years ago, man. I don't know.
God, it fucking has, hasn't it? And y'all are still level 6.
Hurry this up.
Listen, I'm
One
trying.
second. Damn it.
Listen, it's only been like a month in game. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck, where are we? Yeah, you guys just got there. So yeah, you see Rock in wolf form. You see Averin is swaying in place. You see Lila is hovering and slightly buzzing as her wings just faster than a hummingbird's. And you see an elven man who has, who seems to have brought them there. And as you walked in, you heard him say, they're meeting in the back in the war room, and that's where they're waiting for you. But you see the rest of your party.
Whoopee! I'll just go where everybody else is.
I would like to enter the war room last because I don't think there'll be a lot of room once I get in there.
Fair enough.
Rock's reasoning for staying as a dog right now is if he's swaying on 4 legs, he's not going to be any good on 2.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you guys all walk into the back room. Averin taking up the back, Rock behind her, kind of gently nudging her forward so she maintains forward momentum. You guys all get into the back room, and to the far right, against the back wall, well, the far right wall, are two elves dressed in full black outfits that look to be woven of some sort of leaves, with I mean, for lack of a better term, ninja masks, but face masks, obscuring a good portion of their identities. Standing at ease, and military at ease against the wall, as another man who is in similar armor but his face exposed, is hunched over a map with the elder, and you notice your kind of typical markers that you would see on typical battle maps, flags and tent stuff pushed off to the side, and they've got out what they're using, but they're discussing as you all walk into the room. And then a shadow, as the room is dwarfed by a giant dire wolf, as the doorway fills and the light from everywhere else just fails to enter this room. The elder looks up. The spy master looks up, or the scout master looks up, and they both look at you all. Well, nice of you to join us. Did we get ourselves a new pet?
Sorry, I'm a little unstable on two legs right now.
Ah, Rock. I did not know you had this as a form.
Which one's speaking? The elder?
The elder.
Lila
The
just kind of
scoutmaster has not engaged in conversation. He is staring at all of you with what could be perceived as coldness.
Lila just waves to the scoutmaster. Hello again.
His eyes narrow, looking at you. And he
just waves.
nods respectfully, but staring at you.
She'll stare back.
Please, no more pranks.
I have not pulled a single prank since I got here.
Oh, we have to change that.
No, you don't.
Oh, also, I am now able to talk to everyone at a normal volume, thanks to this.
Yes, I
And
can
he's going-
hear that.
Well, yes, but it's not without my
Unfortunately
usual.
for everyone.
If I eat a pixie, will
Hey!
my stomach not hurt?
Hey, be nice.
He walks over to you, Lila, and he gets right up next to you and he glares at you. And then he
She is
smiles and he says, I've missed you, princess. How are you?
She's just going to reach up and boop his nose. I'm okay.
I'm glad that you are safe. But I am serious. Please, no pranks. I do not have the energy or the time to deal with the catastrophes that have come.
I wasn't going to. This is a serious meeting. I know how to handle myself in those.
I've known you for quite some time, Lila. I beg to differ.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
He turns to you, Rock, and he looks up at you in wolf form, and then he bows his head in respect. Hello, Rock. I'm Tovin, I apologize. I'm not the most social person here. My station doesn't exactly lead to social.
Yeah, you and me both.
Okay, I've been
He
working
just-
on that with him.
He just breathes out. Okay. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Tovin. I am the Scoutmaster, and we found the Goblin camps.
Oh, good.
The elders looks up at you all from the map, at this exchange, and he smiles and he gestures over to you all. Rock, it actually, I understand you're a little intoxicated, but it actually might be a little easier for you to see if you are in human form.
I shrink back down, and then I'm
Elven
suddenly
form.
and then I'm barely higher than the table, I would imagine, because I'm like 5 foot, 6.
You're taller than Avrin.
God, you're a midget.
She's 5'2".
You're a midget. I
She also
literally
can't see straight. right now.
could not be shorter as an elf. I tried. 5'6" was the lowest.
What about in were form?
I look up at the ceiling. No.
It's like a. How tall are you in were form, Rock?
16 feet?
Oh God, never mind. I thought you were shorter than that. I did not imagine that your were form could be that much larger than a direwolf. Dear gods.
I mean, you saw it when we were at the gates.
Were you in where?
Yep, that's why he knew I was a pharaoh right off the gate. I
Alright.
wasn't holding it back against those fucking goblins. I was throwing them around like toys.
I genuinely forgot. No, cool. Yeah, no, he looks up, he's like, right, kind of forgot. Well,
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
apologize if this is insulting, but he goes over and he finds a step stool and he pulls it over.
I kick it over to Avrin because she's shorter, and I just kind of.
I don't think you want Avrin trying to get up on that step stool right
No,
now.
I absolutely want Avern to try to get up on that step stool right now.
Rock kind of looks at the table, brushes off a couple of the documents, and just kind of sits up on the edge of the table so he can see everything.
Avrin is going to hold on to the table and attempt to try to get up on the step stool. Easily?
If you try to throw up on the war map, I will slap you out of that stool. We need these documents.
She's going to do this while looking away from the table because she doesn't want to throw up.
Okay. I'll just allow. That's fine. You're being careful to not make yourself ill. I'll say you can get it done, but if you get careless, you'll vomit everywhere.
If I grabbed her by the ankle and swung her around like a party
She's
favor, I'm sure we
not even getting a roll at that point. She's just vomiting everywhere. Yeah.
Writing
So
that plan down for next time.
as you guys are getting situated in your various degrees of drunkenness, the elders kind of watching Avern in particular, just like, oh dear God.
She's on that verge of turning into like Nurgle spawn.
She's starting to turn green,
God
which is
damn
very
it, she's becoming a great unclean one. Fuck.
She's turning a healthy shade of green, which is interesting for someone with red skin.
She doesn't have, with this.
No, but you have brass or bronze skin, so
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys get situated and he gestures at the map. For your guys' sake, here, I'm gonna move everybody to the map pin. for
we have
us for
dots
right now. I don't know what those are and why they're there. I think I know what those are. Those are villages. Settlements. And then I think I used a dot to show where you guys were up here. So you can ignore this dot up here. That dot doesn't matter. But oh fuck.
Well, the thing is
Oh,
that I
fuck.
can move them. So
Oh, please don't do that.
what you can do is you can take it and move it to the map layer, and then we cannot move it.
Yeah, once I've they are temporary placeholders. I'm going to actually add something there. I remember now putting those markers of like, no, these are things that I want to, like, this is a place.
Yep.
I may definitely delete those and redo, but it's fine. It doesn't matter right now. You guys are up in the like northern portion of the continent in like, I was gonna say northeastern, but that would imply past the rift. You guys are not. But you are, for the northern portion of this continent, you are in the northeastern area, kind of right up here. This is like the area, you guys. This is where the grove kind of is in the heart of the oldest section of the woods. I will have an actual battle map at some point, between other shit going on. I did not have time to make that map. I got a different map made that I think is a little bit more important, but I will get an actual battle map made. For now, I'm just going to mark them on this over map. But he points over at the map that he has, and it's a map of the
Region.
like chunk of that they are in, the chunk of the old portion of the forest that they are in currently. And looking at this map, he points at and sets down flags at a few different locations. And currently there is a flag here. Oh, here.
You're going to have to choose a color other than green.
They're green for you?
They're not showing up, so I'm assuming they're green.
Because they were hidden. That's new.
Yeah. Now I can see them. Okay, he needs to drop another pin, I guess.
Here. And here. Great. Those are the goblin camps. We're going to make these disgusting goblin green.
And now
Because
I can't see them.
Wait, really? Like, actually?
No, I'm fucking with you. Just keep going.
Oh,
Don't
Jesus, you
mind me.
dickhole. You fucking urethra.
You've known me for like, what, 8 years?
Listen, you urethra, you.
Like, being an ass is part of my charm.
Yeah, that's fair. So those are the goblin encampments that they were able to find. And I'm going to do just a draw in blue. A few, not in blue, we'll do in purple. A few fairly large dots to show the scout camps.
The Goblin Scout camps or the Elven Scout camps?
Elven scout camps.
Ooh.
What happened?
A feather.
Not intentional.
Nice.
Eh. I had to move a pin because I had to delete some shit that wasn't deleting because it was trying to pick up the pin that I made.
Zoom in more.
Okay. Okay, so should be. There we go. Right there is one. Right here. One. Why are you doing that? That's weird. Over here. Up here. And over here. And over here. Okay. Can you see those purple dots?
My goodness, the scouts have this area
Yes.
covered.
Correct. That's just this area. Yeah. They have scout camps all through. Now, not always a guarantee that there are scouts at that camp, but those are their campsites. Generally, you're gonna find them there, but not always. Sometimes they have to move, but regardless. So those are the campsites, and then the green pins are the goblin campsites that they found, or at least where they found the concentrations and what appear to be campsites. So the scoutmaster pointing at each of these campsites, these goblin encampments. This is where we found the biggest concentrations. There does not seem to be any sort of centralized activity that we can see. But they move in a way that feels very coordinated, intentional. So I think we're missing something. But at least for now, we know where their hotbeds are on the, like, in the surrounding areas. Within, I'd say, a 10 to 15 mile radius from right here. So the only difference, the only exception, and he points to the scout camps, the scout camp here, and here. He points at those three and he says, now the exceptions are these are a little further out, but close enough to a activity nest, or at the very least disconnected enough with an encampment between us and them that I am a little more concerned. If we are going to make a move of some kind, we are going to need to coordinate efforts. And I don't know if we're going to be able to hit every encampment at once. We don't have enough armed men, I don't think, to hit all of them at once. And I worry that if we don't, we will have to deal with a retaliation.
And you hit at least 3 of them, and then we'll take the spare.
We can hit 2. Because unfortunately, it's not just goblins. It's also hobgoblins. And that adds a level of complexity. If you've ever dealt with hobgoblins, they are far more dangerous than goblins by themselves tend to be. Anybody have anything to say? Thoughts? He's expressed his concerns.
Rock is a lot smarter than me.
Okay.
He has years of experience with dealing with monsters and tactics. So he's going to look at those 4 camps and he's going to think to himself, which one, if I was leading this nonsense, would I be at? And I want to, whatever roll he would need to make to figure out which one that is.
If you were leading?
So basically he puts himself in his enemy's shoes of like, if I was the one that's leading these goblins, which one of these camps would I be at?
Okay.
Figuring distance to like the grove and all that.
Good thought process. Let me... I'm thinking it's going to be a knowledge roll. I'm thinking probably of what I'm looking at. I think maybe dungeoneering would be the closest because I think dungeoneering includes adventuring shit.
I don't have anything in engineering because I didn't think that covered like tactics. And stuff like that.
And I don't know.
I've got history, nature, religion, geography. Like the thing is, I'm looking for the war stat. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like I would think there'd be something. And that's why I'm thinking it's got to be something inside of knowledge. But no, like knowledge is like mostly the knowledges are for like identifying.
If you're building defenses, I would say it's engineering. If you're going through a dungeon like traps and whatnot, that's supposed to be dungeoneering.
So here are the typical fields of study for dungeoneering. Aberrations, caverns, oozes, spelunking.
Right.
Engineering is buildings, aqueducts, bridges, fortifications. It is the most important skill with regard to technological subjects.
So, what's the knowledge for planning a siege?
There really isn't one.
Well, planning a siege, I would argue, is probably knowledge local.
Okay.
Or knowledge like engineering.
Okay.
But you're not necessarily planning a siege. You're thinking of like how would you coordinate these. So what you said you have history?
I have history. I have I've heard history.
Knowledge history.
I've got survival. I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff we can work with here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me knowledge history. John, what do you want to say? Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Something to remember about Pathfinder, it's not a war game. It wasn't designed for army battles. It was designed for like a party of 4 people to go fuck shit up.
Well, no, that's the thing, for sure, but that means that there's going to be armies in the world, and even in canon lore, there are armies that exist, and so being able to think like an army commander.
Well, the thing is, like,
they have a leadership role. There should be a role for some sort of tactics. Like they have a leadership perk.
Right.
There should be rules for tactics.
And especially when you can maintain, like you can buy and maintain your own army and command your own army, like with that addition of those kind of rules, there should be some sort of skill for it. We can maybe look at making our own. We can make our own skills. So in this, so we may look at making our own for this kind of stuff, like knowledge warfare or something like that.
Depends on how often it comes up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we can consider that going forward, but for now, go ahead and give me knowledge history. History does include wars and stuff like that, so maybe you can pull on some sort of historical knowledge to evaluate how goblin wars have been led before. I don't remember what your stunt was. I apologize. We were trying to figure out what this role would be.
I was looking at the map, thinking it over. Like, all right, if I'm the one running this campaign here, where would I set up?
Take a +3.
That doesn't seem right. Okay, I put a point in it, but it wouldn't let me roll because it says that I'm not trained in it.
Oh,
yeah, knowledge is you have to be trained in the roll.
Yeah,
right, but he has a point in it.
I literally put a point in it, so it should be trained.
Yeah, it should be.
Screw it. Let's see. I got a +4 for my ability and 3 for my stunt, so it's +7. And it won't even let me roll that way. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, it's not letting me roll dice.
Try relaunching Roll20.
There.
Carl, you there?
He's dead.
Carl, if you can hear me, I think your internet might crash, my guy.
Carl. It was nice knowing you.
Apologies, live stream folks. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, so it would seem.
The alcohol got him before it got Averett.
The whole damn computer restarted.
Oh shit. Well, all right. That would explain why. All right. So what was your bonus? Your plus what?
4 for skill, 3 for stunt, so +7.
So 16.
Not great.
Okay.
Yeah, not great, not terrible.
Yeah, not great, not terrible. Are goblins knowledge nature? I think they are.
So, what is their creature type?
Humanoid?
Then it would be knowledge local.
I think goblins might be their own creature type, actually.
Well, no, they would be the xenotype. They would be a humanoid. They would be knowledge local.
Or humanoid.
Yeah, they are humanoids because they are also playable.
Okay.
I don't have local, so
that's okay. We'll just stick with the knowledge history. I mean, you've heard some stories of wars being fought against, concentrated forces of goblins that had, acquired a leader, whether it was a goblin that got, creative or intelligent somehow or craftier than the others and were able to bully some into submission and were able to amass a force. Typically, goblins, when they have power, hoard what they view as wealth. Usually that's junk, but typically you'd look for the biggest pile. Hobgoblins getting involved makes it difficult and different because hobgoblins don't really like goblins unless they can use them, abuse them, or somebody's leading them and they can keep everybody in line. If somebody can do that, they may not be following what you'd expect out of goblin because it's probably not a goblin.
Well,
But if it's not a goblin, then you don't necessarily know where to look other than
that's the space I put myself in is I wasn't thinking like a goblin. I was like, if I was running this, where would I camp? Out of these four.
For you, if you were running this, you would go with wherever is a solidly defensible position. And right now, I would say you don't have enough information of the landscape to know which camps, because you haven't physically seen them. You don't know which ones are solidly defensible, if any. That said, locationally, if the furthest southern one is solidly defensible, that would probably be a pretty decent place, because it also gives you space to retreat if needed, as opposed to being further up north where you have one direction into the fray. You like fighting, but you're smart enough to know that you need to be able to retreat if needed. It's not always worth it to die fighting. Sometimes it's better to come back at it from a different angle, because winning is also important.
My guess, if I had to guess anything, I'd say leader's probably in the southern one. That seems, at least at a glance, the most defendable one, and it also has an escape route if necessary.
Well, if you think that is a good target, we should at least plan on targeting that. If you suspect that leadership might be at that one, is that the location that you all would like to be the ones to hit?
Before Lila chimes in, because this is a really old forest, is there any like magical like plant life, like basically things that speak Sylvan in the forest? I'm asking that to you as the GM.
As a GM, I don't know what plants speak Sylvan.
You're gonna cast Speak with Plants without using a spell slot.
No, I just know Sylvan.
Let me look a little bit at what Sylvan is typically spoken by, because I believe that's typically spoken by Fey creatures. So at that point, that'd have to be Fey plants growing on this plane.
Well, it's also things like sprites and
right, which are, I believe, all Fey creatures.
Intelligent plant species like leshies and major entities like arboreals or treants. So not any actual plants, but plant beings.
yeah, basically intelligent plant life.
So
it is a fair assumption. I think I'd be okay with you making a roll to determine if you know. Knowledge.
That would be nature.
Arcana? Nature? I was gonna say, I think either would work for living plants, like, and I'd say living plants as if not all plants are living, but you know what I mean.
Sentient photosynthesis.
Basically, for the knowledges, it doesn't really matter what you
Basically,
are.
Basically, half of the game, plants versus zombies.
Yeah.
Oh,
just for your reference for the creature types, it doesn't matter if you're a goblin, an ogre, or whatever. It's that base type of like humanoid plant.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
sometimes they do not have as a base type one of these. Sometimes they do have a unique base type, but that is rare. So
Oh,
anyway, it doesn't matter.
I
Continue
somehow
on,
don't have
please.
knowledge nature. What the hell? Never mind. I will take that Arcana and I'm going to stop arguing.
No, John. You put all this effort into telling us that it's knowledge nature. So you don't get it.
You're not the GM.
It's a reasonable assumption. Even though you are more innately connected to nature, being, you know, of the Fae and the Fae's history of being uniquely connected with nature, growing and living amongst the druids who are uniquely connected to nature, many of which who are elves who are uniquely connected to nature and the Fae. Yeah, there probably are. But they don't like, even to you or those who are uniquely connected to nature, making themselves aware. So even with you being you, they're also almost always going to do their best to avoid being detected by other living creatures. So while you've never seen any that you can remember, you've had a long life, the likelihood that they exist is absolutely
Almost
likely.
a certainty due to the
Sure.
age of the
Yeah, these
forest.
are ancient forests tended by magic inherently. Like the Druid Grove is magical. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sure there are Leshy around somewhere. I'm sure there are
Lilo-
tree ants in this section of the woods. I'm sure not all of these ancient trees are just trees.
Lilo will speak up. Well, it's not a sure thing, but it is possible to possibly when we are approaching the camp, speak to the Leshy that should be in this forest. As creatures that tend to hide from nearly everything, they would be able to know exactly what the goblins are doing because it would be threatening their home, even if they themselves would not interfere.
So you want to go seek out something magical and powerful that wants to be left alone and poke it until it gives you an answer?
If we run across one, it wouldn't be the first time. No, actually, no, I don't know that anymore. In 3,000 years, it might not be the first time I've spoken to one. Probably not. Back
I mean,
before the collapse.
usually they just tell me to go away.
Well, you are that. You don't have the best charisma, Rock. Damn. It's not an insult.
Look, I know my faults. I also know those things can throw a whole tree at me, so I leave them alone because they want to be left alone. Probably a good idea to keep leaving them alone.
Lila, why did you say you wanted to speak with the Leshy of the forest?
Is it you asking as the GM or the elder?
As the GM.
Because if they've been living in this forest the entire time and nobody can really find them, they probably have a lot more information than even the scouts were able to get. The unseen watchers, essentially. And of everybody in the party, she'd have the best chance to actually communicate with them to get not their aid, but their information.
What I'm seeing real quick is if they are even intelligent enough to talk to you. Because they have an intelligence score of 5.
I believe it's 3 that allows for basic communication. Not like
Yeah.
we understand it, but the communication of I forget what it's fucking called. I remember 3 being the fucking cutoff for animals. I remember what it was.
Four to 5 is can speak but apt to react instinctively and impulsively, sometimes resorts to charades to express thoughts. 4 to 5. So, yeah. The elder hearing the idea of the Leshy. Yes, they do typically prefer to be left alone. However, nothing likes having a goblin infestation. And if the goblins are infesting this area of the woods, the Leshy aren't going to be happy about it. Because they threaten the trees that they care so much about. So, it actually might be feasible to attempt to have a conversation with the Leshy to see if they can shed some light on something. Now, I warn you, they are not particularly intelligent. I have only met a very small number in the few times I have been forced to work with, so it is possible to work with them, but it typically has to be a situation like this one, where they need help.
And that was kind of my idea. They, of everything in this forest, know how to remain hidden the best. No, it's
So
not
it's
like
a possibility if you wanted to pursue that as a route. We absolutely can, but the longer we delay
no. This
on
was
these,
me. Like we ran across them on our way there, not deliberately seeking them out to delay us.
it is certainly possible. It would be quite difficult. It may be easier if you attempted to reach out intentionally with a clear message of wishing to offer aid. They may be more willing to make themselves known to you.
This would be more for her recalling not nature, because she's not trying to recall about the Leshies themselves, but more how her father taught her to deal with different groups, of how to make like entreaties towards them, especially for those of lesser intelligence, but were still needed for the benefit of the kingdom. Because she's skilled at being a royal. I'm not.
Knowledges do you have?
I have, let's see, Arcana, History, Nobility, Planes, and Religion.
I will allow either nobility or history.
Billy it is, and stunt.
+3.
Can I interject real quick?
That would be a nat 20.
What did you say, Eliza?
If I could interject real quick.
Yeah, you're part of
I
the
gotta-
conversation.
Well, I gotta go.
Oh. Okay.
I messaged you, but it's fine.
Okay.
Do we just need to call the session? It is 9 o'clock. So
I know we wanted to go to 9:30, but
Yeah. It's up to you three that are left. If you guys want to keep going, we can. We have enough people too.
I mean, this is kind of Liza's arc, so she should probably be here for it.
yeah,
Okay.
so like
That's
I'll say
fair.
just give me the result of the roll and then call it.
Yeah, no, not 20 though. Fuck.
Like, oh yeah, no. Like I said, she's good at being a royal.
Dealing with those of a lesser intelligence typically means that you are dealing with people who exist in a more primal state. Dealing with people in a more primal state means that you generally need to appeal to basic need. Basic need can also be substituted with desires. Desires usually are more simple for those of very low intelligence. So it may be in your best interest to go learn about the Leshy if you don't know enough about them already, to know about who they are, what they like, what they need, what they do, what they don't. And maybe you can appeal to some sort of base nature, with them being so simplistic.
Gotcha. So
But
basically, a small
typically
study
dealing
session.
with, yeah, maybe it would be a good idea. But typically whenever you've dealt with, or you've noticed your father dealing with those of particularly simple mind, it's usually simple solutions work very well. They have very basic needs. They want their needs met. If their needs get met, they're typically willing to give you what you want. Dumb people are easy to manage. But with that, that is where we are going to go ahead and end the session. Yes, typically we are going to go to 9:30 most nights, but this time just doesn't work out that way. But that is okay. It gives me just a little more time to get some fun stuff prepared and get ready for some really fun stuff in the story.
yeah.
So, Liza, if you gotta go ahead and go.
Okay,
That's
bye,
fine.
guys.
Thanks for
Bye,
hanging out
guys.
tonight.
Bye.
Other than that, how'd you like the session, guys?
I had fun.
It was good.
Been kind of tired through it, so I wasn't, that engaged, but I was here.
Yeah, I'm struggling tonight. I'm running on less than 5 hours of sleep, so but I'm glad we were here. I'm glad we could play anyway. I'm glad we could just take a night to just, even if there wasn't as much progression in the story, we at least got to play.
We had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. There was still some story progress, so I am content with the session. So glad you guys had fun. Well then, with that, we're not gonna have a prolonged ending for tonight. We're all tired. We all have adult lives to get back to. So we are gonna go ahead and wrap up. Thank you to anybody who hung out with us tonight, except for the robot. Fuck you. If you hung out with us tonight, we really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed hanging out with us and you want to catch up on the story so far, head over to YouTube. You can find us in podcast form at 404 Dice Not Found as 404 with an apostrophe, not apostrophe, a colon. I know my grammar, I promise. 404 Dice Not Found on YouTube. You can find every past episode there in podcast form. Catch up on the story so far. If you'd like to watch live, we are live every other Thursday from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find us here on Twitch. But with that, we are 404 Dice Not Found. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.